Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our ceremony in about 30 seconds. So if you could please take your seats and we could get ready to go to welcome our graduates. I'm sorry, no, not yet. Okay, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us this afternoon for a wonderful event. We are so excited to be here with you to congratulate and honor our graduates this afternoon. My name is Ed Barnes, and I'm the very proud principal here at Greenway High School. And on behalf of our graduates and faculty, welcome. As we celebrate this milestone this afternoon, please help us keep this ceremony one of dignity and memorable for our graduates. This afternoon, we have many members of the Gila River Arena that are in the area. If you need any assistance this afternoon, please seek out one of those individuals. At this time, would you please stand with me and remain standing as we welcome our graduates of 2021. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, welcome, graduates. I know it has been an interesting pathway to this moment, but I'd like to be the first to congratulate you at this moment. So again, welcome this afternoon. At this time, I would like to introduce to you a member of the Greenway High School Distinguished NJROTC Unit, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Diana T. Please join me in a round of applause.
Good evening. I'm Cadet Lieutenant Commander Diana T., the commanding officer of the Distinguished NJROTC Unit here at Greenway. Let me be the first of many to welcome all of the families and friends here tonight and to congratulate the students of Greenway High School's graduating class of 2021. Before we begin, I would ask that you please rise and remove your hats for the presentation of the colors under the direction of Cadet Chief Petty Officer Xander Thorstad. Joining him are Cadet Petty Officer First Classes Nicholas Gamboa, Casey Gallagher, and Cadet Petty Officer Second Class Kason Yoder. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem performed by the Greenway Vocal Ensemble. Thank you. You may be seated.
Great job. Yeah. Thank you, Lieutenant Commander T. Members of the Greenway NJROTC program and Mr. J.J. Rafferty, along with the students of our vocal ensemble, for that recording of the national anthem. They made that just about 2 weeks ago. Please join me in a round of applause acknowledging their efforts. Well, welcome graduates, parents, faculty members, and guests. This afternoon we are joined by two special guests from our district office. Would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Nate Bowler? Mr. Bowler is a Chief Financial Officer for the Glendale Union High School District. Welcome, Mr. Bowler. Next, I would like to introduce Mrs. Patty Kennedy. Mrs. Kennedy is a longtime resident of the Glendale Union High School District. She was elected to our governing board in 2010, and she's a graduate of our district. She also has two children who both attended Moon Valley High School and graduated from that school. Welcome, both of you. Please join me in welcoming them this evening. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you 4 students who are sitting on stage with us this afternoon. Please stand when I call your name. Mr. Gavin Richards, Miss Abby Raffel, Mr. Logan Roper, and Miss Michaela Tang. Each of these students are in the top 1% of this senior class, which is over 300 students, and should be congratulated on their hard work and academic achievements. Please join me in a round of applause. This afternoon, we are also joined by Greenway High School Student Body President, Miss Rebecca Weidman. And finally, Miss Maddie Donner, who's a 2021 senior class president. Both of these young ladies should be commended on their leadership and passion for Greenway High School. Their commitment to Greenway is a true reflection of the many great things that we have seen from this class of 2021. Thank you. You may all be seated. At this time, I would also like to recognize those students who fall within the top 10% of our senior class. So if you look in the back page of the program that you received when you entered, there is a legend that has been provided for you so you may more clearly recognize those students and their academic achievements. Please join me in acknowledging the accomplishments of those students who academically fall within the top 10% of this senior class. Additionally, this afternoon, you'll notice a number of our seniors who will be walking across the stage with medals and honor cords. Those wearing honor cords are to be recognized for their dedication and time spent on a program from our campus, such as NHS, DECA, ROTC, and so on. Would you please join me in honoring their dedication to Greenway High School and those programs? So this brings us to our first speaker for you this afternoon. Would you please join me in welcoming Mr. Gavin Richards?
Good afternoon. Thank you to Mr. Barnes and my fellow graduates for the opportunity to speak today. Swedish singer and actress Agnetha Faltskog once said, "My path has not been determined. I shall have more experience and pass many more milestones." So far in our lives, especially over the past 4 years, our experiences have slowly melded together to make us into the people we are today. When we fully examine ourselves, we can see a unique patchwork created by the people and experiences that have mattered to us. Each of us has collected little snippets of life that will carry with us for a lifetime. You are a living collage of every person and experience that has ever mattered to you, even if only for a moment. When you leave today, take a close look at your collage. See what you've created, recognize the people and work it took to make it, then allow it to keep expanding. Although we've passed a major milestone, we must let our experiences continue to shape who we are. The sum of our years thus far should not and cannot, on its own, determine who we are. Don't fool yourself into believing that you peaked in high school. Know that you have more to learn and more to experience. History continues around us at every moment, and science never ceases to advance. So why should we stop if the world doesn't? A collage that limits its colors or subjects quickly becomes dull and boring. Continue to design a collage that you are proud of, and most importantly, seek to be an inspiration in the collage of others. Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Miss Abby Raffel.
Thank you, Gavin. Let me set the scene for you. Wintertime, sophomore year, the science building stairs. There was this girl who was 3/4 of the way up the stairs, and she tripped and fell all the way back to the ground. Pretty embarrassing. I would know, because I was that girl. But I would argue that while I might fall down the stairs at graduation, I'm a completely different person than that girl who fell down the stairs sophomore year. I mean, look at us. We are completely different people than we were back then. I mean, we've been through so much together, whether it be the walkout our freshman year or the pandemic during our senior year. But we wouldn't be here without our families, whether they consist of blood, friends, or teachers. Our families have supported us through those late nights and stressful times. Our families have helped us de-stress and taught us lessons that last a lifetime. Our friends and teachers and admin made sure that we would be able to have this graduation today. But most importantly, we are one, the graduating class of 2021, who has supported each other through thick and thin. And while it may seem that our journey is coming to an end, I would argue that we are a work in progress. In this arena, we have future lawyers, neurosurgeons, veterinarians, mechanics, and so many other diverse careers. In this arena, we have the future of the world. Each and every one of you is so unique and diverse, like your interests and beliefs. This diversity is what's going to have a large impact on the world, especially as we continue on our journey. As we move into the next stage of our life, I would like to leave you with the reminder to dream. My favorite musical, Waitress, reminds us that dreams come and they go, but we hold them and keep them, and we know that we need them. Dreams are the foundation of our future, and they encourage us to continue to grow. As long as we keep reaching for our goals, the future can only get better. So, while I might fall down the stairs at graduation, at least it was here with my Greenway family. Thank you. I'd like to introduce to you our next speaker, Mr. Logan Roper.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Abby. Today is the end of the beginning. We have finally finished high school, summing up 13 years of going to school. From this moment on, we are truly free to pursue our dreams and do what we want in life. Thank you, Greenway, for preparing us for the world. To be honest, I did not go to school to learn. I never liked sitting in classes, except for maybe a couple of them throughout the 4 years. I did, however, love to go to school to see my friends. Coming into Greenway, I only knew a handful of people, and I was not very good at socializing with strangers. I came from an elementary school that promoted about 60 people in its 8th grade class. So, when I started out as a freshman, I had no clue what to do. I was terrified. I still remember shaking uncontrollably on that first day of school. I went months keeping to myself and only spending time with old friends. But then, my friend Gavin invited me to Young Life, where I found so many friends that would eventually become family. And after that, I joined the soccer team, where I met even more strangers that would end up becoming family. As time went on, I met my friends' friends, and before I knew it, I was looking forward to going to school. We all bonded, and I realized how truly lucky I was to be surrounded by so many friends that loved me. I have learned so much from my friends these last 4 years, talking to strangers, dealing with conflicts, relaxing, having fun, you name it. Eventually, I noticed these changes reveal themselves as I became a new person who was preparing for the real world. To all of my family and friends, thank you. God, thank you. Standing here today, I am overwhelmed. Graduating high school does not feel real. I'm scared. I promise you that I am shaking, whether externally or internally, just like my first day at Greenway. Because of this, I know that I am now entering a new chapter in life, a chapter where I will again meet new people and grow. This applies to all of you sitting there in front of me as well. Today is the end of the beginning, but is more importantly the beginning of the rest of our stories. Thank you, Greenway High School and friends. Please join me in welcoming our next speaker, Miss Michaela Tang.
Thank you, Logan. Charles Swindoll once said, "Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it." There's no doubt that this year has been crazy. However, that has never stopped our class from success. From adjusting to new safety measures and finding new ways to connect with friends and family, to juggling schoolwork, sports, and a part-time job, we have shown that we have the skills to tackle whatever life throws at us. In these last 4 years, we've built the high school experience we've wanted, whether it be on the stage, the field, or in the stands. We will warmly look back on events like Friday night football games, lunch with our friends, club meetings, long practices, and the notorious all-nighters. With the dedication of our teachers, staff, and coaches, we've been able to thrive both in and out of the classroom and make the most of our time here at Greenway. Although these times weren't quite as we had planned, we embraced our new challenge. Our senior year may have been cut short, but we made it here and get to share this in-person experience with our loved ones who have supported us along our journey. Just as we entered as wide-eyed freshmen, eager to take on the new experience of high school, we leave here today excited and ready to take on the new chapters of our lives. Our strength comes from the memories we have made, the friendships we have built, and our drive to excel in the midst of hardship. Life hasn't been easy, but we have come together, grown, learned, and made the right choices to reach our current destination. And although we will no longer be part of the same student body, we will forever be part of the same resilient class of 2021 Demons. So, as Swindoll states, 10% of life that we cannot control, but there is also 90% that we can. So, no matter what circumstances we may face in the future, we have the ability to choose our response and continue to succeed just like we did to get here today. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce our principal, Mr. Ed Barnes.
Thank you, Michaela, and please join me in one more round of applause acknowledging our 4 top 1% students. The leadership displayed on our campus begins with our students. I'd like to introduce you to 2 young ladies who've displayed great character and leadership while on our campus or virtually attending our school. They have done an exceptional job leading this senior class. It is my pleasure to introduce our student body president, Ms. Rebecca Weidman. I turned the page too quick.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes. Before I start with the whole moving on to new chapters in our lives talk, I want to acknowledge all the adversity our class has faced. We are a once-in-a-century class that has spent a majority of our senior year in an online learning environment. Across the country, COVID-19 forced millions of students off of campus and onto computers. Not only was this a challenge for our education, but also for our social lives. We were robbed of experiences like student sections, homecoming, and even just walking in the halls. I can personally say that the last quarter of school gave those of us who went back on campus the opportunity to squeeze in last-minute memories. Our class has gone through many hard times, but that has made us more adaptable and prepared for the real world. Online school was a struggle for some, but for others, you learned how to thrive in your own way. High school has a different impact for everyone, but for most, we made lifelong memories that we will never forget. Life has different plans for everyone, but through our struggles, we have learned how to persevere and become the best version of ourselves. High school isn't perfect. You aren't meant to love every second. High school throws us hard times, and that's how we're meant to learn. Greenway has prepared us for what comes next in our lives, and I was proud to represent you as the Greenway Student Body President. And although each of us has headed off in our own directions to lead our own lives, wherever we go, we will always be the graduating class of the 2021 Demons. Thank you. I'd now like to introduce our senior class president, Miss Maddie Donner.
Thank you, Becca. Good afternoon, beloved friends and family of our graduating class. My name is Maddie Donner, and I am your senior class president for the class of 2021. Today, it is my honor to be able to share this year's senior class gift with everyone. I ask at this time, Mr. Barnes join me at the podium. It is my privilege to announce that despite the tough year, the senior class was able to raise the funds for a new, upgraded speaker system for all of our lively school events, such as assemblies, dances, and other community bonding gatherings. We hope that as life goes back to normal, our gift is helpful to reuniting the Greenway community and keeping Demon Pride high. Thank you, Mr. Barnes and Greenway High School.
Thank you. Good job.
As your senior class president and fellow student of Greenway High School, I have one request for our audience members. When names are being read aloud, I ask that parents, friends, students, and family refrain from cheering, whistling, or yelling. This is a big moment, so let's look out for each other and show our graduates the respect they deserve. Staying quiet and respectful to make sure that everyone gathered here can cherish this special moment is crucial. Seniors, congratulations. Through all the troubles, you made it. As you enter a new chapter today and say your goodbyes, take a moment to be proud of yourself and all of your accomplishments. Thank you. I would like to now, once again, introduce our principal, Mr. Ed Barnes.
Thank you, Maddie, and all of our speakers. And again, all of our students, congratulations on reaching this milestone. I'd like to take the opportunity to introduce our next speaker. As I mentioned earlier, Mrs. Patty Kennedy is a longtime resident of the Glendale Union High School District. As I mentioned, she was elected to the governing board back in 2010, and since that time, she has held the position of a board member, the board president, and currently is holding the position of clerk for the Glendale Union Governing Board. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Patty Kennedy.
Good afternoon, Greenway High School graduating class of 2021. I am so happy to be here today in person with all of you, your family, friends, and the faculty and staff of Greenway High School. I have missed you all so much. So, what does one say to a class that is graduating more than a year into a global pandemic? Well, I'm going to try, but don't worry, Mr. Barnes has asked me to keep it short. Here's the bottom line. You all have persevered. This has been a trying year for everyone, and the fact that you are sitting here today is a testament to your fortitude and your drive. And I hope that you will take this unique experience with you into the future in a positive way. We all know that book learning is important, but so too are the skills that you had to learn and refine during the pandemic. Patience, perseverance, tolerance, self-motivation, self-care, caring for family and friends, and communication skills. These are the skills that will help you throughout your life in both your career and personally. Everyone has challenges and makes mistakes in their lives. Having these skills will help you navigate and help you when you inevitably have to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and move forward. Everyone's path will be filled with unforeseen twists and turns. Being flexible and willing to change course or overcome obstacles is vital to your continued success. And finally, I would like to touch on the importance of being part of a community. For the past 4 years, GUHSD and Greenway High School have been your community. Now you are moving on to different communities, whether that's college, work, or the military. Wherever life takes you, be an active member of your community and work to make that community better. Vote. Be an informed voter and vote in every election for every race and every item on the ballot. School board members are at the bottom. By being involved in your community and voting in elections, you will make your community, your city, your county, your state, and your nation a better place for everyone. Graduating from high school during a pandemic is a milestone, to be sure, but I hope that it is only the first of many, many milestones in your life. On behalf of the GUHSD Governing Board and the administration of the Glendale Union High School District, we wish you all much happiness and a bright and successful future.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. Mrs. Kennedy, it is my pleasure to certify that these students have met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Arizona and the Glendale Union High School District. I respectfully request that you accept these graduates and that you and Mr. Bowler confirm diplomas upon them.
As a member of the governing board of the Glendale Union High School District and by the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the state of Arizona, I accept and confirm that the Greenway High School class of 2021 has met the requirements for graduation. Mr. Barnes, please present your graduates to receive their diplomas.
Before we present the graduates with their diplomas, I would like to echo the comments made earlier by our senior class president. We want this ceremony to belong to every graduate sitting here this afternoon. We do ask that our guests act with restraint when names are called so that each graduate's name can be heard clearly by everyone, including and especially their family members. We ask that you please remain in your seats. I know you want to move to get that perfect picture, but you'll notice that we do have photographers here this afternoon, and we don't want you to try to get that perfect shot and block the view from someone else. As we read the names, we will be reading the names following the physical graduates that are here. We will have announced the names of some of our students who were unable to join us this afternoon, and we'll identify when those names will be read. So at this point, Mr. Jarrell and Ms. Lang, will you please join me, or please direct the first row of the graduating class of 2021 to rise and prepare to receive their diplomas. Okay, you guys go down. Go ahead. Yes, that's the people at the end.
Emma Elizabeth Swartz.
Diana Jasmine Manikis T.
Helen Marie White.
Harmana Dativi.
Avery Isabella Richard.
Rita Benjamin.
Danica Ashley Young.
Tana Zendasia Duet.
Brianna Mackenzie Wheeler.
Taylor Susan Brown.
Hayden Olivia Tofty.
Janet Manuel Orcades.
Annika Marie Olson.
Rachel Lynn Avila.
Reese Madison Tate.
Kelsey Noel High.
Jaden Isaiah Rodriguez.
Ethan Thomas Berdar.
Logan Scott Roper.
Michaela Nicole Tang.
Abby Lynn Ruffel.
Maddie Lila Donner.
Rebecca Kathleen Weedman.
Gavin Allen Richards.
Jade Sandoval Almonte.
Jaden Cade Carsey.
Stephen Granados Flores.
Amy Cruz Delgado.
Tien Newt Chow.
Cameron Sophie Froger.
Jeremiah Noble Crawford.
Chloe Noel Ray Fox.
Kevin Jordan Rodriguez Ramirez.
River Rayanne Alexander.
Anne Zelda Chavez.
Gwendolyn Rose Cheatham.
Mercedes Marie Smith.
Benjamin Robert Nunez Austin.
Alfonso Morales.
Gage Mason Dunn.
Efren Perez.
Daniel Kyle Craig.
Christian James Anthony Scali.
Christian Kane Johnson.
Luis Enrique Chavez Cervantes.
Brent Thomas Kenyon.
Richard James Salant.
Dylan Charles Baltzer.
Ilya Hassem Luaibi.
Emma Darlene Inman.
Trayvon Lamar Miller.
Tanaya Otasia Bell.
Angel Diego Figueroa Soberanes.
Julie Ann Lozon.
Nolan Anthony Thompson.
Jamie Ann Clark.
Daniel Jin Sung Straker.
Kevron Sean Brown.
Aaron Lee Nesbitt.
Dylan Lee Godman.
Jose Antonio Tejeda.
Christoph Santiago Barrientos.
Alexis Adrian Molina Marquez.
Miguel Angel Dorasco.
Sydney Christina Osborne.
Benjamin Michael Forsyth.
Kenna Nicole Vandernord.
Kevin Ulysses Acuna Gonzalez.
Vlera Delilah.
Anika Venkatesh Kamat.
Mina Shaman.
Blaine Richard D'Ambrosio.
Sophia Janelle Martinez.
Spencer Kenneth Stradling.
Ariana Lynn Russ.
Anthony Merle Rex Hastings.
Christy Nicole Smallwood.
Philip Land.
Hunter Lee Moore.
Kaylin Brooke Heath.
Jacob Anthony Ream Skurlock.
Allison Danielle Bustamante.
Quentin Charlie Kendall Yazzie.
Kayla Ann Kerba.
Caleb Troy Warner.
Emma Riley Morrison.
Damon Lewis Neal.
Rafael Borreo.
Jake Tyler Rathbun.
Bradley William Glass.
Natalie Paulina Padilla.
Noah Kai Brossman.
Bernice Ornelas.
Alfieri Fernando Aprile Rodriguez.
Brian Alexander Reconco Cruz.
Rachel Nicole Myers.
Anaí Navarrete.
Ashlyn Brianna Johnson.
Javier Ocampo Aguirre.
Hayden Michael Gilsdorf.
Lillian Adeline West.
Hannah Elizabeth Madrill.
Jocelyn Marie Tiarina.
Mackenzie Lynn Beasley.
Elizabeth Grace Ward.
Julia Lorelei Garrison.
Caitlin Nicole Rendon.
Elena Lofa Lamuin.
Alan Wayne Windsor II.
Jackson Marinello Hammer.
Nicholas Christopher Rother.
Michael David Freeland.
Alan Para.
Natalie Cabrera.
Steps a little bit faster. Danny Chico Pena Jr.
Angelina Rose Finocchio.
Matthew Gabriel Teofilo.
Tanisha Nikki Begay.
Kiani Rodriguez Meza.
Liana Morgan Duran.
Isabella Marie Martinez.
Luis Octavio Gonzalez Diaz.
Raymond Manuel Robles.
Tian Kim.
Eduardo Santos Mendez.
Evan Cole Kinsler.
Tyler James Poole.
Hunter Scott Clapp.
Brittany Vu.
Aiden Scott Jobert.
Chanel Ari Walker.
Ryan Michael Hoff.
Emily Elizabeth Villalobos.
Jacob Allen Haugen.
Joanna Judith Vasquez Perez.
Shayla Faye Doyle.
Janeth Quiros Meza.
Isabel Marie Holly.
Monica Cynthia Olia.
Lindsay Paige LaFawn.
Dashelis Maria Martinez Guerra.
Angel Hasil Benitez Cano.
Ashmani Pokli Osi Nikki.
Whoa. Leland Thomas Blank.
Jillian Rain Wright.
Ava Lyda McKenzie Husk.
Athena Peyton Ruiz.
Logan Wixon Lonnie.
Jade Amani Cheyenne Scott.
Modesto Emmanuel Gomez.
Carly Torres.
Desiree Monique Lovely Borrego.
Sarah Lynn Roland.
Brody Dalton Bobzine.
Kyle Allen Roland.
Manuel Versna Camargo D.
Dale Lee James Thomas.
Jacob Matthew Eversole.
Zachary James Pena.
David Alexander Cordes.
Isabel Vergara.
Luke Adam Doyle.
Diego Uriel Santian.
Damian Xander Gutierrez.
Nadia Martin Del Campo.
Henry Dong.
Ashley Lynn Wilson.
Anthony Leroy Kennedy.
Alan Dang Tran.
William Fayez Fakuri.
Robert Allen Pence.
Dominic Alexander Martinez.
Jason Ya No.
Joseph Tyler Capio.
Alexa May Zamora.
Christian Eduardo Beltran.
Gracia Elena Vinalai Flores.
Marcos Luna Aviles.
Matthew Dale McCulloch.
Damian Jamal Davis.
Silas Richard Olson.
Renzo Ivan Luviano Gonzalez.
John Jeffrey Randall.
Aaron Christopher Gurley.
Connor Robert Valerio.
Caitlin Marie Mahoney.
Hannah Elizabeth Scheidler.
Daniel Russell Huff.
Kevin Samuel Valdez Garcia.
Marisol Isabella Estopar.
Emily Joe McCulloch.
Gabriela Garcia Soriano.
Christina Jasmine Manikis T.
Almame Madrid Nereri.
Juliana Namasiku Situmbeko.
Alexa Andazola Morales.
Riker Lynn Shad.
Diana Karina Hurtado Romero.
Desiree Murray Saucedo.
Maya Biganovich.
Juju Michael Ortega Perez.
Susie Bartholomew.
Jackson Lance Shad.
Caroline Lopez.
Rolando Sanchez Flores.
Jaslyn Taylor Gersh.
Maris Spiotic.
Donna Maria Marchese.
Tyler Arland Miller.
Emily Mariah Corral.
Rebecca Marie Schafel.
Tatum Rose Heinrich.
RJ Hernandez.
Jonathan Giovanni Calderon Tellez.
Ashawn Jerion Mitchell.
Jaime Cantu.
Skylar Rihanna Montano.
Victor Adrian Cantu Ruiz.
Morgan Garrett McMillan.
Isabel Aguayo.
William Wyatt Nard.
Jada Iona Baskin.
Clayton Wade Stry.
Kylie Alexia Dominique Bazan.
Amos Noyengesa Soyida.
Colin Shepard Allen.
Carlos Rene Rodriguez Ortiz.
Taryn Sage Emery.
Isidro Perez Barraza.
Jaden Ray Emery.
Jacob Tyler Smithson.
Anya Jade Heffley.
Tai Din Wen.
Lucas Mayhem Grubert.
Consuelo Vasquez Diaz.
Joseph Tyler Snap.
Anaí Villaseñor Barrera.
Liliana Bella Hardy.
Juliana Velasco Lopez.
Haley Rianne Hetherington.
Martha Juliana Natividad.
Emily Jean Bragg.
George Shaheem Tome.
Isabel Alexandria Crisalgo Minor.
Orlando Rueda.
Micah Renee Espinosa.
Gabriel Josiah Ochoa.
Matthew David Brushears.
Sydney Nicole Wolf.
Aaliyah Iman Haynes Davis.
Ramiro Molinares.
Salvador De Luna.
Isaac John Grimeritz.
Jennifer Jocelyn Guerrero Basilio.
Zareth Carolina Sandoval.
Bernardino Lopez Salguero.
Bridget Faith Mullings.
Freddie Non Young Armour.
Percy Williams.
Ali Alhadi Sabah Al Nasari.
Jaslyn Michaela Wilcotti.
Evan Ira Huskin.
Lovely Shania Princess Mecker.
Daisy Michelle Herrera Flores.
Samantha Marie Melchor.
Kirtana Krishnakumar Jutu.
Daniela Morales Gregorio.
Brooke Rianne Hughes.
Rochelle Navarro.
Melanesia Shakaya Anthony.
Orion Keith Steller.
Isaac Glenn Barr.
Kaylor Samantha Swayze.
Bailey Ann DeFore.
Edwin Nathaniel Alexander Pearson.
Norman Dale Hefner.
Louis Joseph Picard V.
Tevin Raylin Burtis.
Anthony Michael Robles.
Alexis Marie Gomez.
Robert Rock Romero.
Valerie Boo.
Brandon Alexander Woodland.
Matham Akil Akabi.
Jose Carlos Valenzuela.
Alina Jean Hunter.
Samuel Wong Mungaro.
Miriam Shirak Isho.
Connor Anthony Novak.
Gabriella Dorch.
Angel Eunice Saucedo.
Jesus Adolfo Gonzalez Pina.
Malaysia Ann White.
Dominic Geiger.
Jordan Damani Strickland.
Jaden Jacinto.
Joseph Andrew Simmons.
Abbas Sali Alramahi Fuentes.
Will Christopher Perkins.
Furman Cruz.
Benito Cazares.
Jocelyn Diaz Gonzalez.
Keenan Muminovich.
Dacia Chantel Marie Jennings.
Joshua Duncan Redwood.
Devin Jacob Lieber.
Justin Santos.
Lily Anna Levens.
Christopher James Shaver.
Paige Diane Lyons Wade.
Minerva Siddharthan.
Kylie Sage Hewitt.
Michael Vincent Severhus.
Brian Ray Havens.
Congratulations, graduates. Thank you very much and great job well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin the recessional, the graduates will be escorted out the facility through the tunnels that they entered. Then they're going to go grab diplomas, and then I hope you've already made arrangements to meet them somewhere where they dropped you off or you dropped them off. They will meet you back up at the parking lot where they entered the arena. So, graduates, now for the moment you've all been waiting for. Will you please stand for me? And you may move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud and pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2021.
day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta